What's up, everybody? It feels so good out here right now. I mean, it feels amazing. It's not humid. Well, maybe a little bit. Just a tiny bit, but it's perfect. It feels really good. It's just not like super hot. Hey, girl. Bailey. Waiting for her dinner. Patiently. Hey, girl. So in today's episode, I want to make a small table for the cabin. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
Follow U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo. What?
Yeah. Let's go inside, do some measuring. Bed in there. Looks really good. Really good. My plan is to make just a small table, something that I could ran into a spider web. Ugh. Why? Ugh. Oh, I see spider webs in here. Ooh, it's like in my face. And it's not the big spider. This is small webbing. Oh, God. Whew. Y'all, now I got heebie-jeebies. Oh, my goodness. So, I need to get some peppermint oil, and someone suggested that I use wood ash. So, as soon as I get a good day where I can burn and it's not too windy, today is a little too windy, I need to burn some wood and put some wood ash around. He suggested that I put it everywhere, so definitely going to do that. Good thing is there's no ants in here. In the beginning there was a lot of ants in here, but right now there's none, which I'm happy about that. But right now I want to go ahead and measure for I want to put a small table in here, something that I could put a drink up there and maybe food or something, just something small. It doesn't have to be big. Something where I can put a light on there, a drink, maybe eat from. I don't know. Something small. So first thing I need to do, what I need to do is I'm going to extend this out. So I'm going to set you guys up outside looking in. And I just saw a bug on the bed. But anyway, I need to extend this out and measure how much space I have left over and then make my table from the measurements that I get from that, okay? So let me set you guys up out there. I'm going to go ahead and extend this bed out. That's the space that I have left over once the bed is fully extended. Let's see here. There we go. And another spider web. I have to come in here a little more often. Alright, so what do I have here? I've got 35 inches. 35 inches, and that's plenty of space. I could put a small table, something that's probably maybe about this wide. So let me measure from here to here. 2 feet. So I'll make a table that is 2 feet by 1 foot. 2 feet by 1 foot. So it'll stick out this far. So I still got plenty of space to walk here to get to the window and such. So, and plus it'll be small enough that I can move it wherever I need to. So got my measurements, which is 12 inches by 24 inches. 12 by 24. Now the big spider, she's still up there, and she did repair her web from where I tore it up the other day. She doesn't have it anchored to the ground anymore. So I'm going to go to my big shed. I've got some 3/4 inch plywood in here that would be perfect for a tabletop. So I got the heebie-jeebies, y'all. Sound like they're having a good time over there. All right. Where are my keys? Okay, y'all, this is the wood that I had on hand. It fits within my measurements. I'm just going to have to cut some off here to make it my 24 inches. It is, let me measure it again out in the light. These measure about, let's see, 10 3/8 inches. Now, for the sake of making things easy, you can definitely cut it to whatever size you want or need. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I'm going to use because it's scrap wood, so, and it's 3/4 inch scrap wood. So I pulled out 3 pieces, and I don't have any more of the 2x3s. I really wanted to use that and not use the pressure treated wood, but all I have right now is pressure treated wood, so I'm going to be using that for the legs. So let's get this build started. I got my 4 legs cut. Now I need to cut these down to my 24 inches. So the idea is to have a small table that has 2 shelves, well actually 3 shelves for storage. So it's going to be 3 tiers high. What I'm going to do so I know where my pilot hole should be is, okay, I want this board facing up like this, so I'm going to turn it upside down. Turn it upside down. It's a scrap 2x4 to make it easier to locate stuff. So I'm going to just make some marks like this so I know where to put my holes, my pilot holes. And there we go. What I'll do is go ahead and just get these screws started. Let's get them started. You know what? I'm thinking I need to put some pilot holes in this too. Because if I don't, this wood surely will split. And drill down in there just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Got my bottom on. Looking good, nice straight. I'm happy with it. So now my next thing is, how am I going to make my middle shelf? Let me show you. The same thing I did when I was marking off for the pilot holes. So I want to mark here and here. I'm going to do this on all 4 corners. Then I'm going to take my circular saw and cut out these squares that I've drawn on. Alright, so now, moment of truth. Ah, yes, perfect. So now all I need to do is make some small cleats so it'll hold this up, and then I can bring that in and get it tight, nice and tight, and there won't be any wiggle in there once I tighten this up. So I just need to figure out how far down to make my cleats. I'm gonna, let's see, 31 inches, 15 and a half. So at 15 and a half inches, I'm gonna put a small cleat. Now you know what? The scraps that fell out of the board that I cut, those would be what I use for the cleats. Perfect width. Alright y'all, I'm doozing daylight. I'm losing daylight quick, so I'm going to have to finish this build tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and clean up and then come back tomorrow and finish this thing up. Alright y'all, it's the next day. Let's continue and finish this project. I'm going to be storing something specific on this, of course measure for that, but for me, I'm going to measure about 15 inches down just for simplicity's sake. And mark a line right at about the 15-inch mark on all of these. Of course, keeping it as straight as I can. That way the shelf won't be quite so crooked. I'm going to be using some 2-inch screws to screw these in. What I'll do is I'll drill a couple of pilot holes in these first, and then screw them in. It's windy out here today, y'all. There we go. I've got all 4 of my little cleats in there. And now I'm going to take my shelf here, come up through the top, and slide it down. Boom. There we go. Nice and tight that way and that way. And I'm going to put the top on before I screw that down. I'm going to put the top on first. So I'm going to go ahead and drill some pilot holes and put that top on real quick like. Since this is going to be the top, I want to go ahead and use my bit with the countersink on it. That way the screws are flush with the top. So I'm going to countersink the screws here. Nice. Alright, I'm going to finish this up and do the other 3 legs. Almost finished. That looks so good. I love it. That came out really nice. There's the top, all nice and flush and everything. So what I want to do with this is I need to do some waterproofing on it. I've got to do the linseed oil on this also. Just like I did with the bed, I'm going to do that with this too. But in the meantime, let's see how it fits in the cabin. I got 2 different types of things for the bottom of this. I think I'm going to go with these furniture glides that you hammer in. I think those would be a lot more durable than the stick-on kind that you use that would be inside the house. So I'm going to hammer these in right quick. Now to see how it fits in the cabin, how it looks in there. I know it'll fit because we measured, right? What I decided to do was leave that shelf, the middle shelf, I decided to leave that floating. I'm not going to screw that in permanently. That way if I have something tall that I want to store on these shelves, I have the ability to do so. Come on in. There it is. I think that looks really good right there. I also have the ability to hang stuff on the sides there with hooks or something on either side there. So, yeah. I like the way this looks. This looks good. Now, I have a place to put my thermometer. It's 88 degrees in here today. Got a little bit of Raid left. I'll stick that down there. And a couple of things that need to go back into my storage shed. But yes, I like the way that looks right there. That looks really good. So all I need to do is put some linseed oil on there. Perfect. Alright, that's one more project completed here. Almost completed. I still got to do the boiled linseed oil, which shouldn't take but a few seconds to do that, since it took me like 30 minutes to do the entire bed, so that's quick and easy. I can do that off camera. Okay. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new episodes of Tiffany Outdoors. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Bye.